Hello, the next film we have is one of the first that I made, called Tearsall Pipe Caverns Connection. It's always the ambition of every caving club to find something by virtue of their digging efforts, and this is no exception. But Tearsall Pipe Caverns, the title of the film, is not very far from Wensley, on the Tearsall ore field, which is quite an ancient site for mines, lead mines. They appear all over the place. We know that it was probably 16th century from an artifact that was uncovered, a bit like a sled for towing the lead ore about, which put it at quite an ancient site. Well, we knew that there was a possible link between the two lead mines, this Tearsall, we call it Tearsall Sump series and Tearsall Pipes series. They're very close to each other, but you could never go right the way through because of a water-filled passage barring the way. So the Masson Caving Group decided that they would have a go. Other people had tried previously and failed, but we thought we'd give it one more effort, if you like, a big concerted push. And by bailing, we managed to drain the sump and create some sort of a link between the two. The film's a little bit crude because, as I say, it was an early one, and I'd yet to learn techniques of putting a film together. I think one of the sequences involves an electronic typewriter set to go on automatic, and that's where you get the ticker tape looking headings of the great discoveries and so on. And it has plenty of mud. I mean, mud and microphones and modern video cameras and so on are really not very compatible, but we managed somehow. And if you pardon a few of the obvious crudities, I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah, there's a hole. I reckon you get through it.
Well done.
Well, the purpose of the visit today is to do a bit of digging at the bottom, at the bottom of sump shaft, which is situated near Wensley in Derbyshire. Most of the rest of the party have gone on ahead, and I'm just filming the general approach route to the dig, which is alongside these beautiful stacked beds on the left and the right here, left by the miners about 200 years ago. I thought it might be helpful at this stage to actually have a look at the survey. The idea of the project is to actually link these two shafts here, the sump shaft and the pool shaft, via these passages, and there's a missing bit at the moment in the middle here. I've omitted most of the mine system for the sake of clarity. So I've just entered this sump shaft here, and I've just staggered along this passage to this point here by these stacked deads. Ahead of me round the corner is the sump, which we're about to bale, and that'll take about an hour. The sump, of course, is the limit of exploration on this side, and the boulder choke is the limit of exploration on the other side in the pool series. There's also a massive boulder blocking their way on through the sump at this point here, which we've seen, but so far haven't been able to get past. And nobody knows yet what lies in the middle here, the missing link. So now back to the dig. And back into the hole. It's forming quite a nice noise actually, it makes sounds very... For salt water it sounds very good.
Yeah.
Is it working well then?
Well, it's going down. The siphon pipe wasn't long enough, couldn't get it low enough on that bottom side, you see. I didn't realise his floor was so low compared to that. Hello! Have a go at moving it, yes.
Right. Right. Oh, good grief! This is awful, isn't it?
Awesome.
Is it possible to get past there and...
Another Yorkshire now.
What do I get past? Well, if I could. Is it? I just want to look at have a look at the sump then, if I could.
Yeah.
So the people back home can see the awful conditions of working. Oh, I see. Oh, right, that's lovely, yeah.
It's going down? That's going down a bit.
Yes, thank you. That's the rock we're trying to move. Blocking the way on through the main, what do they call the master cave? Just got some nice reflections there, haven't we, in the water there. But hopefully later in the day that will be removed and we can press on. Yes? Well, you can see where well actually what you can see is Andy's backside at the moment, but it's not a pretty sight. But you can see all the mud and stuff and water we've had to clear away, and where Andy's hand is hanging in the air now is where it was originally about 2 foot of water. So we've cleared that away. Off to Andy's right, if you can move over a bit to the right, Andy. Left, I mean. Where's the big rock?
The big rock's there.
Oh yeah. So Andy's actually squeezing past the rock now. Then we move to one side and it's going up into passage that we've discovered beyond.
Oh yeah.
Certainly the space at the side of the rock was a lot smaller when we came here. And we've had to dig it all out and move the rock, which weighs about a ton, to one side to get through comfortably. Now the passage off to the left, we're just going to go through there now and have a look at that. Back. Got it. One more eager digger. It's like crawling through chocolate pudding. I think you won't get much closer again. Oh. Well, that was oh dear. It's quite pretty up here actually, there's some style up here, it's quite good. Well, that's some of the more attractive part of this grotty hole here. That's some style on the wall there, if you can see through the mist.
There's definitely a passage going on here, a natural passage I think.
And now we're actually at the face of the dig now, which is about 20-30 feet from the boulder squeeze you've just seen. And Graham here is actually trying to force a way through to Tearsall Pool, which is about 100 metres away. It's the dream of the Masson Caving Group that we can actually join the two together. We've made some progress anyway. Sound of digging all around. Right, well we've been here now for about 3 or 4 hours digging away. We've actually extended the passage by about 3 to 4 feet, where Chris is actually thrusting his way into now. We've dislodged a lot of stones in the roof. It's actually a fairly loose fill, so it's been dug by the miners at some point. We're attempting to remove it out of natural passage and hope that it'll take us somewhere even more interesting than this. But certainly this is a dreadful place. Andy?
Yes, it certainly is a dreadful place. I'd like to say it was fucking awful.
The delicate sound equipment you're looking at. It's absolutely hopeless, really. The camera's completely covered in filth. Ah.
Chamber up here.
Ah.
Little chamber. Yeah.
What, bit beyond the roof?
Yeah, it opens out wide.
Yeah.
Well, I think 10 feet plus.
Good. You get in there?
Well, that's a real struggle I could.
Don't let it all fall on your head, though.
This is Broom's chamber.
Yes, we'll call it the broom cupboard.
Broom cupboard, that's it.
He's thrusting his way through, look. Chris inched his way up the tight rift to get a better view. It was indeed a small chamber with a roof that bore the distinctive signs of being worn away by the action of water. But more importantly, he could see a way on ahead. A small tube, about the size of a man's body, beckoned us on. We've actually broken through into completely what we consider to be virgin passage, although probably the miners have been here before. But it's quite tight, as you can see. But this is all new stuff to us anyway. It's the first time any cavers have been this way, we think. So it's all quite exciting. I know it looks pretty grotty, but it's in the cavers world, this is really quite something.
Freo!
Oh, fire! Jeez. Are you there, Chris?
Hello!
I don't want to panic you, but I think I might be stuck here. It's alright, I'm moving.
We've brought through into this chamber now, which is quite big enough to stand in. And it's got quite pretty formations around it. Obviously nobody's been here for many years. But it's big enough to stand in and get a breather. Chris has gone on behind me to find more passage. but this is certainly a first for the Masson. Alright, well here we are, about 100 feet from the breakthrough point at a boulder choke. There's a very strong draft here which sort of gives us an incentive to carry on, but I think we're going to have to come back another day because the boulders are quite firmly cemented together. We just need a few more tools to do the breakthrough, but where it's going nobody knows. But very exciting and an excellent day.
Right. It's raining, it's pouring. Good, yeah.
Oh yeah. Mind yourself. Uh-oh. Hey!
Woo! Hey!
Oh, we're getting there. Any more draft yet? Gonna whap these down at the top now. Ready? Come on! Yes! Come on! There you go. Through, the pole's going through. Good. See daylight.
Like it,
Nice one. Yeah, there's a hole.
Hey.
I reckon you just get through there. Move the pole out of the way. I'll go for it. Well, it certainly goes. Do this a bit gingerly, I don't know what's the other side of it. Oh yeah. Yes. Throw into something anyway. Okay. Do you want me to move any of these rocks?
No, you're on.
Ooh, I'm sure.
I'd rather you didn't move them.
Yeah, alright. The light shining straight in the lens at this point.
Chris?
Oh, we're into something.
All right.
Somewhere. Yes.
Okay. There we go. That's a bit exquisite.
Seems everyone is asking for more money, I can see by the sound.
Roomy.
The thing is, where are we?
Well, indeed.
It goes on up here.
All right, Chris.
Well, in fact, we'd broken through very close to line shaft, which is the shaft you can see here marked on the survey. So now we could complete the missing link. So, and all that remained now is for us to travel the short distance from here through the main chamber and out through pool shaft, where we hope the rest of our team will be waiting for us with a ladder to assist us out, and of course waiting for the news.
Well, when you're ready.
Only another 100 feet, Chris.
Just wait there a minute, Chris. I'll go back. Just wait there a minute.
Don't stand on the chupping if there's anything holding the old place up.
Oh no.
Oh, that's about like my nose now.